Hello.
Yes, hello, we can hear
Hi.
you.
Hello, the Grandmaster Sifu.
Hi,
Can you hear
hi.
me?
Yes, just loud and clear.
All right, it's really an honor to have you here. Thank you, Hafiz, for stealing my line. Actually, I should have been introducing you.
Rahman, you should be
Okay, so
coming on
how's your
too.
day so far, Grandmaster Samsia?
We have actually I was I was a bit late for this session because I was on another duty. All
Okay,
right.
cool. Never mind. All right, for the last interview, this man needs no introduction. More than 90% of sales in this country is under him. He's a living legend in this country and top 10 in the whole wide world. So please make some noise for Grandmaster Sifu Samsia. Type 8 in the comment section. Come on, keep it raining. Get it raining for our Master Sifu. All right, great. So, shall we? Master Sifu?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, the first question is, when did you start your Kangen business? Tell us a bit about your journey.
All right. Actually, we started. By the way, Cora, Cora is here with me.
Hai Kora.
Very angry because I only master seafood here, So I'm sorry, I'm going. Bye.
Sorry. I cannot see you from my screen. Actually, I have a text here, so yeah, I cannot see you just now.
All right. Okay. Are you gonna come back on?
Okay lah. Beri muka
Okay,
sikit lah. Beri
yes,
muka,
cool,
beri
cool.
muka.
Okay. I was introduced to this machine back in exactly 10 years, 4 months ago. 10 years and 4 months ago. I was introduced in March 2011. In fact, I was introduced to this by Bernard Chan. Everybody here knows who Bernard Chan is. And the interesting thing about how I got to Bernard Chan was 1 year prior to me buying the Kangen machine, we had met as strangers in the lift lobby, right, in a building in Kuala Lumpur. And one day out of blue, after that we got in touch, and then one day he gave me a call and said that he's got somebody coming into Kuala Lumpur and asked me to take a look. I was actually looking for a business to do. So whenever somebody calls me up and say, Sam, I got something here, which is new in Malaysia, it's like, yeah, ga, really? Betul ga? Okay, come, I want to listen to it. So just as well, I kept my mind open, and my plate was empty then. So I'm so glad I didn't say no. I went to take a look. No demo was done. No demo was done. It was in Coffee Bean, and all he did was show me a PowerPoint. I look at it. I said, "Wow, this is something special." I asked him, "How much is it?" 4,000 US. I said, it was a shock. It was shocking. 4,000 US dollars. I'm not going to buy this machine. But that was before the demo was shown. So the very same night, he came over to my house. My wife was there, showed us a demo, and I got two other friends to come and take a look. When they saw the demo, it's like, wow, $4,000 worth buying. So that's how I started.
All right. So how long did it take for you to reach 6A, and how did you do it?
Okay, I became a 6A. So I bought in March, April, May. In the month of May, I became a 6A. So it's like within 3 months. And how did I do it? At that point in time, I was doing this full-on, full tilt. What I subsequently learned was what is known as all-out massive action. I only learned about all-out massive action only perhaps maybe about 6 months after I started the Kangen journey. And what I did for my first 3 months was really all-out massive action. I was like I think Kangen water, I drink Kangen water, I eat Kangen water, I sleep Kangen water, I shit Kangen water. Everything is about Kangen water. I was like a man possessed. And I would say that was the way how I got to become a 6A in 3 months. Mind you, at a point in time where there was no office in Malaysia, there was no credit card facility, and we had to buy from Hong Kong. In fact, I had to help my direct customers and my indirect customers. I had to go to they pay me, and I go to the bank, public bank in Brickfields to make the online remittance. Until that, I know the bank officers across the counter so well. I know I was like I knew them so well. They knew me because I was like a regular there for 3 months, at least. Yep. Anything else?
All right. Okay, thank you for sharing. So I found out that all the leaders in energy business, they've been advocating this all-out massive action. So maybe Grandmaster Cora can share a bit about all-out massive action.
All out massive action was done by him. So wrong question lah, tak boleh answer. Bagi dia dah. I background saja, push from behind only. Master Sifu?
Okay, over to you. What's your thought on all-out massive action? Grandmaster Sifu, Sam Sia.
Yes.
My thought.
Yeah.
All out massive action. Okay, I just want to compare that with another episode in Bangkok. Before about perhaps maybe 4 years before that, I was doing another multi-level, another direct selling company, multi-level business, multi-level marketing. All right, I was in Bangkok, and I was prospecting this guy, a Malaysian guy who was in Bangkok. So as we were walking on the street, right, what he said to me was, I'll give it a try. Try lah, tengok boleh tak? And I was like, I told him, instead of trying, right, why don't you really put in all your effort, put in all the effort to see whether you can take off, instead of trying. So there's a big difference between just trying and see whether it works. You don't try, it can't work if you just try. You have to really go all out. And when you really go all out, right, it's very energizing. It is, you're like powered, you're like on turbocharge, and it's the feeling is so awesome when you're on that all out massive action drive. Like for me, it's every night, every day, every single moment, my mind was only about Kangen. Every single moment of the day. All right. And I was like, because I've got a home minister takes care of all the home affairs. Everything else is being taken care of by the home minister. My mind was just Kangen. It's a tunnel vision, just Kangen, nothing more than Kangen, nothing outside of Kangen.
I think it was also fun, Raman. It was also quite a lot of fun. The demo was quite fun. It was fun for me, right? I didn't actually do a demo, but it was really, really fun seeing the color changes, seeing people's faces when it changes, that kind of stuff. It kind of like helps a little bit. So we know that demos work. That's the reason why, because when we saw the demo, for me, I wanted to own the machine as soon as I saw the demo, because I thought I can lose some weight. When I saw the sesame oil, right? I was like, wow, okay, I need to own the machine for sure, because he told me that we will get married once I lose weight, or I will get married to him when I lose weight.
Seriously?
Seriously?
Yeah, because when she said get married, meaning that we celebrate our, up to today, we have not had our wedding dinner.
Really?
Yeah. So all of you guys are invited when the day comes.
Yeah, sure. Please.
Who would like to come? Type in the chat. If you'd like to come, just type in I. Okay.
So Grandmaster Cora, you thought you can lose weight. So did you actually lose weight?
Not really, but I maintain weight.
You know why?
Maintain. Okay lah, good.
Do you know why she didn't lose weight? She ate
Why?
more than she drank Kangen water.
That's true for a lot of people actually. All right. So what I get from that point is tunnel vision, no peripheral vision, straight to the
Correct.
point and focus. Okay. So the third question is, what is your three biggest factors for success? So maybe you guys can choose who want to answer this question.
Sorry, can you just repeat the last few words you said?
What is your three biggest factors for success?
Uh-huh.
So both of you can answer this question.
Okay.
Hard work, hard work.
Okay.
Okay, already
One
two.
idea. Okay, hard work. Number two, I believe it's got to do with my vision, what you see for yourself ahead. So let me just expand a bit on that. Okay, if you could allow me. If you, for those of you who are on my, who's, if you got my phone number and you can see me on WhatsApp, if you go to look into my WhatsApp status, right? My WhatsApp status here, I've got one motto. It says, "Your greatest asset." Sorry, hang on. Who you? Can you? I have to check it out.
Never mind, take your time.
Yeah.
No
Because
problem.
I've been working so hard, I forgot for the last 24
Your
hours.
vision of
Yeah,
who
you only remember Kangen.
Yeah. So, okay, it says, your vision of who or where you want to be is the greatest asset that you have. Your vision of who or where you want to be is the greatest asset that you have. Okay, so that vision is very important. Allow me to again elaborate a bit more. There was a period in my life where my thinking was very negative. My thinking was so negative about myself, about my future, until perhaps a very late stage in my life. I was like, I wasn't a very confident person, and it was as a result of going through attending a lot of seminars, workshops, and even some personal what you call personal counseling sessions, and reading a lot of books that really altered the way I am as a person, my perspective. So that allowed me to create my vision for myself. So yeah, so we got hard work, we got vision. Okay, that's two for you, right? You need one more?
Yeah,
Focus,
one more.
focus. I was with life insurance for 18 years, and one thing I learned from there at that point in time, why I stayed so long is because my manager told me, you can only do one thing very, very well. You can't be doing this and then doing that and trying to do so many things. And I think a lot of distributors, since if they got a lot of money, suddenly they lose focus, or along the way something comes up and then they think that, oh, okay, I'm doing okay now, I can do something else. But in my little opinion, I think that we should, if you love Kangen, stick on to Kangen, stay focused on this mission, and follow Mr. Oshiro's vision. Okay, that's all. 3, Suda.
All
All right, we got the three answers. Great answers.
By the way,
Yeah.
by the way, Raman,
Yeah.
this what I call Kangen Journey sounds like her journey. I think, can I allow her to take over?
No.
I don't know, we have to ask the people. What do
No,
you think?
Let me disturb this section.
That was a joke, okay?
Okay, sure, no problem. All right, the fourth question is, if you have a chance to go back in time to day one, when you started in Enagic, with what you know today, is there anything you will be doing different?
No.
If yes,
Yeah,
what is it?
Okay, that's for me or for her, the question?
No, just
Okay. Now, I became a 6A in train bus, right? And what I did was, it worked that way. I would have done the same thing. Going back, I would still have done the same thing, right? Perhaps the only thing I would be doing differently is I'll be working a lot harder. I felt that I could have done a lot. I could have done a lot more than I had.
All right, that one, just one, okay, is it?
I would like to say something. I
Okay,
think
sure.
if what I would have done different is that I would probably plan it better and go wider.
Oh, plan better and go
A
wider.
lot of us make a lot of mistake of just growing two legs. I think all of us should grow wider, so that as I think if you listen to Daniel Dimakali, he says growing, if you grow wide is actually for the money, because if you grow just deep and you don't concentrate on going wide, at the end of the day when you see there's no money, you think that it doesn't work, but actually no, we have to grow wide and grow deep. That's all.
All right, great. Thank you for sharing. That's why I want you both to answer the question, so we get different perspective on a single question. All right, so the fifth one is, what's your biggest goal now in your Enagic business? Mas Ipukara can go first.
My personal biggest goal is to continue supporting new teams actually, because at this point in time, all the old teams, orang tua, people like Uncle Zahid, Auntie Nolly, they are all very, very experienced already, right? So we don't need to hold their hands anymore, because I remember during the younger days, I remember that Michelle, I think me, we used to hold Nolly's hand a lot. We didn't hold Zahid, just Nolly's hand. That is a fact.
Haram.
Nolly can attest to that. Yeah, we were very, very close to Nolly, and we really held her hand. And every time I also asked Nolly, Nolly asked me something, I said, yeah, just follow Samsia, just do what he's doing. And I think that's how Nolly started to do her own Wednesday meetings. We were having our Wednesday meetings, I remember. And then at the end of the day, I believe that Nolly really, really followed whatever Samsia is doing weekly meetings, and getting in touch with all the distributors. I think it's very, very important for us to stay in touch. So what we do is when you grow those leaders will have to continue to grow other leaders. It is a process that have to continue, because there ain't no free lunch. You can't expect that, you do already and then sit down and do nothing. I think Mr. Oshiro has made this business such that it is basically also a working business, a working plan. Meaning you can't just sit down and expect everybody at the bottom to work and then you sit and do nothing. A lot of leaders are like that. They just sit and actually do nothing. But if you notice Cynthia Briganti, even though she sits up there, but she does a lot of things, whether she talks a lot or whether whatever she does, but she does a lot of things, right? She inspires people. And Cynthia Briganti is a very, very inspiring leader, right? Not that she come and help us with demos or, tell us what to do, but at the end of the day, being there as a figure, and when we watch her, we are inspired by her. With that, we can move on and move further. Okay, sorry.
All right, so helping new distributors, and the distributors should follow the leaders religiously. Okay, what about you, Grandmaster Sifu Samsia?
She overshadowed me already. Apa lagi mau?
Your biggest goal, biggest goal in Enagic business.
Okay, I remember back in maybe in my third year in Enagic, I was in Okinawa, and we were, I don't know whether Zaid was there then. We were having the anniversary lunch in a hall, and it was so hot. If I could remember, it was so hot. Everybody was perspiring in a jacket and all that. And when I was on stage, Mr. Oshiro asked me a question. So what's your something like your very similar question? What is your vision? And I told him at that time I was doing about 500 machines a month. I told him I want to do 5,000 machines a month. And it's like when the word came out from my mouth, I was like, hey, did I actually say that? And yeah, I don't know how, but the words came out from my mouth, 5,000 machines. That was back in my 4th year. I'm now in my 11th year. And I'm not at 5,000 machines yet. But now I'm inching there. So if you ask me what's my vision now, my vision is to do 10,000 machines every month.
Wow, 10,000 machines a month.
A month, yes. Correct.
Even more now.
Correct.
That's quite frightening, but it's good for you. I pray the best for you. All right.
I just say something about our having our goals.
Mm-hmm.
I got a poster, a quote in my phone, which is by Richard Branson. It says that if your if your goals do not scare you, it is not big enough. So all of us must have a bigger goal. We must have a goal which is so frightening, all right? Because let's not be limited by our thoughts. We have to have big thoughts. And there was a tycoon in Malaysia who had always been going to the Melbourne Cup in Australia. It's a very world famous horse racing, Melbourne Cup. And he named his horse Think Big. So can you imagine? That must be the way that he was thinking. And this was the late Dato Tan Chin Nam, the substantial shareholder of Tan and Tan Development, and the people behind Mid Valley City, Mid Valley Mega Mall.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right. So did you know that Richard Branson went to space last week? Just a fun fact.
No, I didn't actually. Yeah, I've been.
Just a fun fact.
Okay.
Okay, so the next question. What's your greatest advice to a new guy that just joins Energic today and wants to be like you up there? You can go first.
All out massive action. Okay. And you have to plug into these events like this. You know, this event, KBS, GoPro, the GoPro event in Las Vegas, but now you don't have to go there. We can't go there anyway, so we can do it online, like very much like this. All right, and also the Essential Kangen workshop. Go to as many of these Kangen workshops, and especially for a lot of new people, right, who are so new to sales, who's so new to doing direct selling. Okay, you have to equip yourself. You have to retool. You got to re-engineer yourself, because you know, for a lot of people who has been working on a payroll employee, your mindset is going to be very different. Now, doing this Kangen business, you need to have the entrepreneurial mindset, and for many people, you lack that. So you must develop. You must come to such events. You must, in the physical world. Okay. At least you get a chance to talk to people, fellow distributors. You ask them. Always don't be shy to ask people how do they do the business. You know what the challenges that they go through. Very important. Now I'd like to recommend everybody, right, especially those new people who are so new to our kind of business. Go and read up books by Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, anyone here who knows anyone in the audience here? Type in the word RK if you have heard of Robert, if you are familiar with Robert Kiyosaki's word, right? RK, just type in RK. You see, quite a lot of people are familiar. So that was a book that I read about 25 years ago, and it really changed my mindset. You know, it really taught me so much more on how to really operate in life. And one of the biggest lessons I got out from Robert Kiyosaki is you must make mistakes. You must make mistakes. A lot of people fear making mistakes. And because of the fear of making mistakes, they don't dare, they don't even bother. Like, you know, taking up the Kangen business. A lot of people before I know this very well because it has happened to me before. Should I start the Kangen business? What if I fail? You know, a lot of people are driven by the fear of them failing because of this. Just in case they fail, I'm not going to do it. Just in case they fail, all right? But what I'm saying is, what Robert Kiyosaki is saying, don't have the fear. Make mistakes. If you fail, you fail. So what? But you have to keep on doing it. If you have to keep on making mistakes, make mistakes if you have to, right? Rather than staying so safe and comfortable and not make any mistakes at all throughout your entire life, it's going to be very boring. Okay?
All right, got it. So actually, we are running a bit late right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to jump to the last question just to close the session. So what do you think of Energic as a company and the founder, Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro? How is it different from the other marketing companies? You can go first, Ms. Masifu Kora.
Okay, what do I think of them? I think they really come from the heart. They whatever they do. I mean, they are not perfect. Neither are we, right? But I think their mind, when they did something, they always think of the distributors. Like I said, they are not perfect, but at the end of the day, their vision, their mission is to help people. And that is always with Mr. Oshiro. I've been with him many times, with Mr. Oshiro many times. And when you listen to them and you hear them, the way they talk, the things they ask you about distributors, you know that they care. And you know that they're doing everything they can to help distributors as much as they can. Yeah. Okay.
All right, thank you. What about you?
You know, Enagic is a company where they have offices around the world. Okay, like any enterprise, they started off very small. Okay, and although they're international, they are a multinational, but they're also made up of human beings. Okay, and don't expect the perfect company. All right, even with people like Amway, Herbalife, those companies are bigger than ours for sure. But even within themselves, there are also imperfections. Okay, so as we, all of us, we, like even within each of our organizations, we also have sometimes we have challenges. So does Enagic. All right. So other than that, it's I'm so glad that I'm with an international company compared to a local one, because in the past, I was only involved in companies where you can only do the local market. Okay, and after that, I realized that I want to get involved into with a company which is global in nature, and this is where Enagic has the global penetration. And let's put it this way: I'm where I am today, right? Because of my vision to have 5,000 machines a month, and because of that, I ventured out of Malaysia, because I know that in order to do 5,000 machines a month, I cannot just stick to Malaysia only. And because of that vision, and because of the global market, that allowed me to be going. She's asking me to shut up. Cut. Okay. So yeah, so Enagic is a world-class company. The world is our market, and really, yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
All right, what you're seeing just now is top 10 distributors in the whole wide world. Thank you so much, Grandmaster Sifu Sam Sia and
Thank you.
Sifu Cora, for all the brilliant advices that you bestow upon us. Everyone, please show your appreciation by typing 8 in the chat box. Make it rain.
Thank you all.
Come on, people.
Yeah.
Wait. Can you give her another 1 minute?
Yes.
Okay, then.
No, I just want to introduce this book. That's all.
Okay, sure.
Zahid and Noli, I'll give you guys one of these book. I'll send it to you maybe tomorrow or day after. Yeah, I recommend that it's an ebook. I'll just send it to you. Just send it to your guys. I think it's very, very good book to read.
By the way, this is my very first motivational book that I read, and it was given to me by my ex-girlfriend. Not this one, another one.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Seman Cora, very much. I love that. Wait. Tunggu ya. Wait. I think you have not done justice to these two amazing couple. Okay. Do you guys know, tahu tak anda? Who do we have on the screen right now? Ini adalah hanya dalam dunia ni hanya ada 7 orang sahaja pada level ini. Dan hari ini kita nampak kedua-dua mereka dekat skrin ni dalam satu rumah ni. Ada 7 orang saja. Ada 2 di Malaysia, ini 2 orang ni. Ada 1 di Hong Kong, ada 1 di Jepun, ada 3 di Amerika Syarikat. Dan semalam kita ada 1 yang top, Cynthia bersama kita. Just imagine guys. So dalam bisnes ni kita sebenarnya membawakan, kita nak associate diri kita dengan orang yang berjaya, orang paling top, supaya beri kita semangat untuk kita follow jejak langkah mereka. So congratulations once again kepada anda berdua dengan korang. You are amazing. You're awesome. You are our inspiration. We want to be like you one day. Okay. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
spending your time.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
All right, with that, it should conclude the interview session for today. Till we meet again next KBS. Make sure to book a ticket now. Do not miss out on all the awesome speakers and all-timer in the business. It might change your life forever, God willing. Thank you so much. Back to you, Hafiz and Mimi.
All right, thank you so much, Abdul, and thank you so much to Grandmaster Sifu Samsia and Grandmaster Sifu Kora. Okay, Grandmaster Sifu Samsia 689-6, Grandmaster Sifu Kora 685-6. Wow, guys, wow, top 7 in the world.
Betul. Saya tertarik dengan satu quote yang dikongsi oleh Master Sifu kita tadi. Dia kata, if it didn't scare you, then your goal is not big enough. Terus dia, wah, terus makan dalam. Jadi kita kena always aim high. Jadi kalau nak aim high ni, kita kena datanglah virtual Kangen Business Seminar sebab kita kongsi semua kisah-kisah kejayaan oleh Master Sifu dan Sifu-Sifu. Anda hanya perlu tiru je apa benda yang Sifu kita buat.